Welcome everybody to my return to Draft Leagues after a few months break. I decided to join an early created by some of my friends, which means, judging by how many battles have been done already, it's likely gonna die before this video even goes up. Yay! In all seriousness though, I have a really fun team, not exactly the best, but still really fun, with a lot of returning favorites of mine that I hope to make do pretty well, as well as some mods I wanted to draft for a really long time. Let's get into it with my first mon, what has always been my favorite mecha to use, but I've never gotten a chance to use it in draft leagues. Nice and diverse, Dragon Fairy, Altaria. Great ability, natural cure, and even better, pixelate. This thing can run a variety of sets such as special, support, dragon dance. Even Cotton Guard can be a pain with these toxic spikes I have later on. Strong Dracos, although its Dragon side usually gets overshadowed by Pixelate Hyper Voices in returns and Body Slams. I could potentially like Perish Trap. I think it gets some sort of trapping move, but I'm probably just crazy. Overall, just really nice mon that can perform a lot of roles. In one mon, I get 2/3 of my Fairy Dragon Steel Core, which we'll get into a bit. But now we have the returning Frostbite. Oh, before I move on, I want to point out that if any of you have any nice nickname suggestions for some of the mons that just don't have nicknames, feel free to let me know. Next, we have the return of Frostbite for my VTID team, which y'all aren't too familiar with, except those who watch my channel. Never mind. I'm crazy. This gives me a nice solid base 125 speed tier. Incredible 120 attack. Enough special bulk to make some amazing things happen. And overall, it's really solid offensive mon with nice Darkrais typing for killing many things. Not the best abilities, but can make some stuff work. But also gets a nice ice priority, the best priority of course. Knockoff. And a big thing, if I can find it, is of course Pursuit. To Pursuit trap many good mons that threaten my main two mons, Altaria and Metagross. I also really want to bring like a nasty plot set at some week. Make that 45 attack do something. Overall, they're solid mons. The niche coverage moves I could maybe make some use of. But for the most part, just really solid mon. Probably gonna be leading my team in kills pretty easily. Next we have Metagross. So now then, I wanted to go with a Altaria plus Steel type core that wasn't a standard Magnezone or Magneton. Metagross just seemed nice fit. It's my favorite mon. It's a mon I have experience with. It works well with Altaria, with sets like Assault Vest countering a lot of fairy types and maybe some poison types that could make things tough for Altaria. Is my first rocker, it can explode, it has more priority, so I have a decent amount of that on this team. Overall, really solid mon. Really, its only bad stat is speed, and even then I can make some stuff work with that pretty easily. Clear Body is nice for all those intimidates. I'm looking at you, Landorus. It's also my first Z-mon, being one of my two offensive Z-mons. We get two offensives and an anything Z-mon. You'll probably guess which one's my anything Z-mon pretty easily. But with its coverage, it can really make good use of that offensive Z standpoint, you know? Though I do wish it was kind of my Z-mon just so I can run Z Sunny Day Metagross. Or maybe Z Rain Dance. Also has Magnet Rise, that could be nice. Icy Wind could be niche. Overall, just really solid mon. Good at annoying things. Next up is my third returning mon in a row. Another mon from the VTID team, just like good old Frostbite. Tentacruel, personal favorite rapid spinner of mine. Takes away toxic spikes whenever it sits down on the field, which can be quite useful. Also sets up toxic spikes. Has a nice base 100 speed tier, great special bulk. Its attack sets aren't anything great, but its special attack is usable. And if I'm not mistaken, in earlier generations, Tentacruel used to be used primarily as a sword stance sweeper, so maybe I might use that at some point. Gets some nice haze. I almost went with this as my anything Z-mon just for Z haze. Gets acid spray. I love acid spray on this thing. Absolutely fantastic. Overall, just nice support mon that I could do some unique things with. Or just bring something standard every week. But either way, it does a nice job at handling some threats to this team. Although it does not like the fact that your team's slowly getting more ground weakness. Next mon kinda handles that. It's a ground type of our own. Hippowdon. First off, this thing doesn't care about your sand. B, this thing has a physical bolt to take on most ground types. It's another rocker. It has reliable recovery. It can hit hard with that nice base 112 attack stat. But it's not a mon I really have any experience with. Also, if I feel like Sandstream is disadvantaged me a week, which I don't see happening, I can just bring Sandforce. Maybe bring like an off. I don't say there's any sand teams, but if there are other sand teams, I can just bring Sandforce and use this as an offensive behemoth. But yeah, overall, this really nice rock setter, phaser, yawner, you know, that type of mon. Type of mon that makes your opponent want to forfeit. Next is a mon, another returning mon that really appreciates these toxic spikes that Tentacruel sets up. Really does. And that is Reuniclus with its glorious magic art and maybe Regenerator. Oh, also doesn't take sand damage. That's also real nice. Yeah, this mon is just really fun. It sets up Trick Room for some of my slower threats like Metagross or even Hippowdon. Maybe even Altaria, who knows. Has decent coverage, great Calm Mind or all-out attacker, or just all-around general supportive nuisance. It set up Screen, has Recover, and Superpower. Yo, I'm bringing that fish up. Watch out. Watch out, fools. Some of these are kind of niche, but I still like to think about them. But yeah, overall, real solid mon. Let's just get the next set of 5. Now we have my all-around Z-mon. God is setting up the sun and then dying immediately. Which I only got because I got hard sniped to Farcanine. Thanks, Duck. Thanks a lot. What this attack's at, it hits hard with nice base 115 attack, extreme speed, and Sacred Fires. Wishes it had much better coverage, but it doesn't. It's nice base 100 speed in case I ever decide to bring like a special set, which is what it used to run back in the earlier generations, like Calm Mind, maybe Z Solar Beam. Ooh, Stomping Tantrum's nice. I forgot it got that. It said Bulldoze now. Maybe in like bring Flame Charge with like Z. I have no idea. Maybe run dual status. Who knows? But overall, just really solid mon. But it's gonna be tough to make the best of that move pool. But hey, at least I can kill everything with good old-fashioned Z Sunny Day. Where are your switch-ins now? You have none. Well, anything with a special defense above 0, but I can hope. And now we go to the next mod. Another example of me being sniped. Machamp, and I'm okay with this because I actually really like Machamp. I've had some good times with it. I've made playoffs just because of Machamp, pretty much. Granted, I've also lost matches due to Machamp to an extent, but hey, I've also made playoffs due to Machamp. Overall, real solid mon. Hits hard. Basically, your dollar store Conkeldurr. Has something Conkeldurr doesn't, and that's Steel type priority. That's useful on some occasions. As well as No Guard Dynamic Punch if I ever want to be annoying. But overall, real basic mon. It's your standard fighting type. And by standard fighting type, I mean it's not Conkeldurr. But hey, it can't all be perfect. Now for a mon I'm really excited for. The Almighty Servine. I really needed some more hazard removers other than Tentacruel. My team overall is still kind of weak with hazard, with only 2 hazard removers, 2 hazard setters. And I don't think oh wait, 3 hazards, but I was kind of talked about, but I don't have any spikes at all. I needed a grass type that could take on offensive ground types, aka what grass types are useful in general. I wanted something with a speed tier around this mark. I wanted a defogger. And I wanted something that was just fun. And that's kind of what Servine does. Honestly, special attack isn't that much lower than Superior, which has like only 75. It's a bit slower and it seems further on the surface, but with Evian, I'm pretty sure it has bulk comparable to Porygon 2. Let me check that. Oh, never mind. Porygon 2 way outbulks it, but still, bulk is still unbelievable. I've seen this thing put in some serious work. Like, that is some great bulk right there. And unlike Superior, which isn't a fan of how it doesn't have much for offensive coverage, this is a primarily defensive mon, so really it doesn't give a shit about its coverage. It's just there to support the team and maybe do something. Overall, really solid tier 5, real nice value pick, I feel. And as a mon I'm really excited to use with that nice Contrary. Contrary Calm Mind. Anyways, now for the next mon. It's good old-fashioned Stoutland. No, this is not supposed to be normal gem. It's supposed to be Normalium Z, because this is my final Z mon. Stoutland really struggles to have decent items, and it has some decent coverage. But this gives it more item options other than this Banded, Life Orb, Silk Scarf. A real strong Sand Sweeper that really likes what this team has to go for. Ooh, it gets Psychic Bangs. It's been a while since I've used this, so I wasn't quite aware. Overall, just real solid mon. I really wish its special attack was in Weavile levels just so I could use its nice special coverage. Maybe use Thunderbolt for, I don't know. We'll see. I might find a use for it, probably not. Overall, it's real nice, dangerous mon. Fun to use. And overall, this provides a nice, solid late-game sweeper. Or Revenge Killer. First time really using Sand in the league, so this is probably going to go horribly, but who knows, I might actually do pretty nice. Also has some solid bulk if I ever need, like, an Intimidate user. Just gonna, some of these people are gonna have to want you out. Stoutland is here to rip some people a new ass. Which means I'm probably gonna fail to use it at all. Now, I needed a good electric type with about a 105 to 110 speed tier. Also, desperately needed momentum, because I literally had none of that. I might have Baton Pass, but I don't think so. I mean, Nectar is just a good choice. Absorbing those electric type attacks for that Lightning Rod boost real fast. Has fire coverage. Special fire coverage. So many electric types wish they had this. I get to choose between all-powerful Overheat or a more safe, reliable Flamethrower. Signal Beam is also nice for a few grass types that I'm going to go with HPIs, or I'll usually go HPIs just to hit what's it called, ground types, and just go Flamethrower for that. But overall, Thunderbolt, Volt Switch, not much going on here, not that diverse, but it has some options, you never know. If this was a Z-Mon, then I would be tempted to use that base 75 attack set, but since it's not, I'm not really going to use that for anything. I say that, damn it, that's my only use for Z would probably be using Z Iron Tail to hit Mega Altaria, which I have. Mana Rise could be a niche option. I have used mons like Mana Rise Jolteon before, so that could be nice. But overall, that's the team. Hopefully it does well, probably not. Our first opponent is Legend Slayer, who has a pretty quirky team that is pretty much entirely Sticky Webs. Drafted by Duck. He hates it, but I think it could be quite threatening. Doesn't synergize too well, but has a lot of mons that are really scary, including grown-up Servine Superior. And his favorite mon, Slugpuff. Overall, that's the team. I'll see y'all then for week 1 of get NIA or WIP, whatever storm on the side's on. See y'all then.